What's going on YouTube? This is Barbara Ray. I'm gonna just hop right into this video on this taper haircut. So right now you can see my man just got in, and what I'm basically doing right now is just combing out the hair, taking out any knots and combing it in the direction it grows.
It's the Jack. Yeah, I'm a dope dealer. On top of that, I'm a liar and a stealer. You gotta remember, I'm the nigga home. Real big like King Kong and Godzilla in the same room. I'm on the run from the boys having fun, but I know I feel.
Alright, so right now I'm just gonna create a guideline where I'm gonna begin to start my taper.
To the next state, cop me a zip so I can concentrate while I travel, trying to make my rhymes elevate in your trunk rattle at the same time, feeling high, feeling fly.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and get my Wall 5-star shaver and start balding out the bottom of the haircut.
I'm lazy, but really I'm rich.
Right here I have my Wall Cordless Senior, and I have the lever all the way open, and I'm taking it about up an inch. And I'm going to just start fading out the bottom line, opening and closing the lever.
Looking like a rapper, but you probably push cane. Rocking in your drop top, popping gang. Then you ain't like you really that hard to tame.
It's the hustler, and I scoop up chickens like none other. Dipping and getting riches on these other suckers. While I bounce, skate, rock, roll with my head bust on the dark side.
Right here I pull out my trimmers to remove the ball line from the shaver. Now I got my clippers again, and I'm pretty much using the corners of the blade to fade out any dark spots that I see. Right here I have the one guard with the lever all the way open, taking it up about an inch as well.
She lost control of herself. She was stupid ready, but I'm good on the hoe. I need stupid fat.
Now I'm going in with the 1.5 guard, and I'm basically using the flick out motion to remove any bulk, opening and closing the lever. What has always helped me is brushing the hair down between using the clipper, because when you brush the hair down you can see any lines that you might have not faded out correctly. So that's why I always brush the hair down. Now I'm coming in with the half clip, and I'm basically using it to remove any dark lines that I see in my fade. That clip is like magic if you know how to use the corners of your blades correctly. It makes your fades and your tapers look really good. Here I'm going in with the 2 guard. The full length of his hair is a 2 guard. So basically I'm going with and against the grain to remove any bulkiness and to smooth out the transition. Alright, now we're going into the sides. I have my clipper with no guard with the lever all the way open, and I'm going up to his temple. Brushing the hair down as always, and I'm going to start by moving the lever to halfway and working up a little bit to blend the bottom to the top.
Real big like King Kong and Godzilla in the same room. I'm on the run from the boys having fun, but I know I feel a pain soon.
Now I'm going in with the 1 clip with the lever all the way open, and I'm going up about an inch. Brushing the hair down and going up again to make sure that I get every hair that's sticking out.
Feeling fly, man, at the same time. I'm in KC pushing kicks with my nigga Freeway Rich. I smoke the zip, and one day I'm feeling crazy. Always hella loaded, so the hoes think I'm lazy, but really I'm rich. Hey girl, what's your name? Flossing in your Ford that with your change.
Here I have my half clip. I'm gonna do a little bit different this time. I have my half clip, and I'm gonna work my way from the bottom to the top this time. Now I'm going in with the 1.5 guard, using the flick out motion, the lever open. I know I'm kind of bouncing back and forth from different clips. You know what I'm saying? There's no right or wrong way to fade. You know, this is just the way I do it. These are my techniques. You know what I mean? As long as it looks good at the end.
Stupid. This block shit got the bopper straight moving up the block all the time, cause they like how the trunk knock hella shots at my photo stop. Now hold on, baby, get a hold of yourself.
Here I got a number 1 clip, and I'm basically working that fade a little bit more, you know, using the corners of my blades to get the blend correct.
I look like a rapper, but I probably push K. You on that trunk shit, baby. I'm just trying to.
And as you can see, it's already starting to look good. You know, I'm about to go in a little bit more with my clips, going against the grain and with the grain.
Yeah, man, what I say? The niggas too thug, but the bitches love us anyway. Hustlers ain't tricking a dime. We stacking plenty pay. Many nights hooked to the grind.
Right here, you can see I'm using the corners of the blade. Once you master using the corners of your blade, like, your blender gonna be like butter.
Yeah. Hey girl, what's your name?
Flossing in your Ford that with your change. Posing in your half top, tuff and braids. Looking like you want dick, what's your game?
Here I go in with the half clip. And once again, I'm using the corners of the blade to get that smooth blend, you know what I'm saying? Here I'm going with the 1.5 with the grain and removing the bulkiness from the back of the ear and on the side of the taper.
Hey girl, what's your name? Hey girl, what's your name? It's the Jack. Yeah, I'm a dope dealer. On top of that, I'm a liar and a stealer. You gotta remember, I'm the nigga home. Real big like King Kong and Godzilla in the same room.
Now I have my Slimline Pro LIs. I have the rose gold modified blade on there. Man, those things hit crisp. But nevertheless, you can see that I'm working on the sideburns. He likes that pointy look sideburn. So here I am just working the corners of the blade, trying to get that as crispy as possible.
And one day I'm feeling crazy, always hella loaded so the hoes think I'm lazy, but really I'm rich. Hey girl, what's your name?
Flossing in your Ford that with your change. Posing in your half top, tuff and braids. Looking like you want dick, what's your game?
Looking like a rapper, but you probably push cane. Rocking in your drop top, popping gang. Been brain like you really that hard.
Here I have my black Slimline. These are not modified. That's why I could go apply a little bit more pressure using these and removing like the extra hairs, because it's kind of hard when you have modified blades to just dig in the skin on certain areas. So I basically use my modified blades to create the line, and I use my trimmers that are not modified to remove like the stubble hair underneath that crispy line.
Started holding herself, she lost control of herself. She was stupid ready, but I'm good on the hoe, I need stupid fatty.
Here you can see I'm using that corner of the blade to get that curve nice and crisp.
Baby, I'm just trying to.
Now I'm gonna go to the back of the neck and work on getting that line on the back crisp, working around the ears using the corner of the blade.
I'm a dope dealer. On top of that, I'm a liar and a stealer. You gotta remember, I'm the nigga home. Real big like King Kong and Godzilla in the same room. I'm on the run from the boys having fun, but I know I feel a pain soon. Yo, look what I go through. I know you want me to stay all night, but I gotta catch a flight to the next state. Cop me a zip so I can concentrate while I travel, trying to make my rhymes elevate. In your trunk rattle at the same time, feeling high, feeling fly, man. At the same time, I'm in KC pushing kicks with my nigga Freeway Rich. I smoke the zip.
And I basically did the same thing on the other side. I didn't record that side. It didn't make sense to me to record the same thing on both sides of the haircut. But if that's something that you guys would want me to do, I can do that on my next video. But right now I'm about to clean my man up in front.
Looking like a rapper, but you probably push cane. Rocking in your drop top.
Right here you can see I'm just removing the little stubble that he has around his mustache.
Hustler, and I scoop up chickens like none other. Dipping and getting riches on these other suckers while I bounce, skate, rock, roll with my head busters. On the dark spot on my scent where it's good at. Throw it up, let me know where your hood at. I got a cat and off and geese is stupid. This block shit got the
Now I'm about to line up his mustache, making sure that no hairs hang over the lips.
Hold on, baby, get a hold of yourself. She seen the Molly Whoppers chop and started holding herself. She lost control of herself.
Right here I have this elegant shield, and I use it to spray hairspray on his hairline so that I can get all the hairs in the front to lay down.
Shit, baby, I'm just trying to stay sane. Look at my pockets, I ain't hurt for nothing. You still out here searching for.
I always start my lineups from the middle and I work my way to the corner, whether that be to the left or to the right. I don't know why my lineups just work out better for me when I start that way versus starting from the corners.
Yeah, what's happening? Made $1 million in a dope gang, baby, but we still rapping. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey girl, what's your name?
Flossing in your 4-dot with your change. Posing in your half-top.
Right here I'm going to be using black and brown Kiss Express mixed with alcohol. The reason why I'm using it mixed is because you can see my man's hair is kind of like a dark brown, and I didn't want to just use black because it wouldn't match. So I mixed it with a little brown, and basically what this does is it makes your haircut pop out by making the hairlines look darker. As you can see, his lines are already crispy, but it just makes the haircut stand out more, and it lasts for about a week, so they're extra crispy, you know. Also, for anybody that didn't know, Kiss Express is a semi-permanent hair dye. After I put in the Kiss Express, I always go over my work with the trimmers just to make sure everything is symmetrical. Here, I'm going to go over with my Wall 5-star shaver. I'm going to go over the whole haircut in the way the direction of the hair is laying. And this basically smooths down the hair and cuts out like any stubble that might be sticking out.
To the next state, cop me a zip so I can concentrate while I travel, trying to make my rhymes elevate. In your trunk rattle at the same time, feeling high, feeling fly, man. At the same time, I'm in KC pushing kicks with my nigga Freeway Rich. I smoke the zip, and one day I'm feeling crazy. Always hella loaded, so the hoes think I'm lazy, but really I'm rich. Hey girl.
And man, like, your customer will appreciate that. Like, look at how smooth that shaver is leaving his hair. It's like laying down the hair real smooth and nice.
Looking like a rapper, but you probably push cane. Rocking in your drop top, popping gang. Like you really that hard.
Right here I have my shears, and I'm basically going over what the shaver didn't cut. Any hairs that I've seen sticking out, basically cutting them. It's like the little detail that your customers appreciate, you know what I mean?
Throw it up, let me know where your hood at. I got a cat and off and geese is stupid. This block shit got the boppers.
And I've been cutting my boy Damien right here for a long time. Ever since I've touched his head, he ain't been to nobody else. He's a loyal customer for sure. Right here I'm going in with the blending shears, and I'm basically removing any bulk and making sure that my blends are A1.
I look like a rapper, but I probably push cane. You on that trunk shit, baby. I'm just trying to stay sane. Look at my pockets, I ain't hurt for nothing. You still out here searching for something. We fly to the.
As you can see, here I'm about to apply the shave gel. I never apply the shave gel right on the hairline after I use color enhancement because it seems to make the color smudge. So I put it a little bit above, and now I'm about to use the Elegance Mealy Clutch razor, and I'm about to clean that up.
Hey girl, what's your name?
Flossing in your 4-dot with your change. Posing in your half-top, tucks and braids. Looking like you want dick, what's your game?
Hey boy, what's your name? Looking like a rapper, but you probably push cane. Rocking in your drop top, popping gang.
As you can see, I'm using my thumb on my left hand to stretch the skin while I use the razor. It's always good to stretch the skin when you're shaving so you don't cut them. It also helps the blade glide better. For people with waves or like curls, I always like to use Exotic's Sweet Vanilla. It's like a paste, and then when you rub it on your gloves, it kind of turns into like a baby oil, and it just makes the hair shine, keeps the hair lay down, and makes those waves dip.
It's the Jack. Yeah, I'm a dope dealer. On top of that, I'm a liar and a stealer. You gotta remember, I'm the nigga home. Real big like King Kong and Godzilla in the same room. I'm on the run from the boys having fun, but I know I feel a pain soon. Yo, look what I go through. I know you won't.
Now I'm about to do some cleanup work, clean up the hairs on the bottom of the neck.
Trying to make my rhymes elevate in your trunk rattle at the same time. Feeling high, feeling fly, man, at the same time. I'm in KC pushing kicks with my nigga Freeway Rich. I smoke the zip, and one day I'm feeling crazy. Always hella loaded, so the hoes think I'm lazy, but really I'm rich. Hey girl, what's your name?
So to add that extra detail, I use these barber pencils. It's white, and it makes the hairlines stand out even more on top of the color enhancement. And then I basically go over it with a razor to make like the barber pencil smudge in a little bit and clean up the hair that's outside of the white line.
On these other suckers while I bounce, skate, rock, roll with my head bust on the dark spot on my set where it's good at.
Well, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the cut. If you guys have any questions, drop it down in the comments below. And man, look at that cut.
Now hold on, baby, get a hold of yourself. She seen the Molly Whopper stop and started holding herself. She lost control of herself. She was stupid ready, but I'm good on the hoe. I need stupid fatty.
Look at that though. Crispy lineup, crispy sideburns, his waves are dipping. I brought your boy back.
Fly to the court, never been on no punk shit. Dumb clip pump, yeah, man, what I say. The niggas too thug, but the bitches love us anyway. Hustlers ain't tricking a dime, we stacking plenty pay. Many nights hooked to the grind, but find time to say, hey girl, what's your name? Yeah, what's happening? Made $1 million in the dope gang, baby, but we still rapping. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey girl, what's your name?
Flossing in your 4-dot with your change. Posing in your half top, tuff and braids. Looking like you want dick, what's your game?